Ever wondered how a nation could wage war against itself? What could possibly lead to such a catastrophic event? The American Civil War was such a conflict. It was a time when the United States was a house divided, with the North and South feuding over the contentious issue of slavery. Political tensions reached a boiling point when Abraham Lincoln, a known opponent of slavery's expansion, won the presidential election in 1860. The stage was set for a conflict that would shape the future of the United States. With the election of Abraham Lincoln in 1860, the Southern states felt their way of life was under threat. Fearful of Lincoln's anti-slavery stance, 7 Southern states responded by seceding from the Union. Together they formed the Confederate States of America, and the stage was set for war. In April 1861, Confederate forces attacked Fort Sumter in South Carolina, effectively igniting the fuse of the Civil War. Thus, a fraternal conflict began, pitting brother against brother on the battlefields of America. While the Civil War began as a conflict over states' rights, it soon evolved into a crusade for human freedom. The turning point came in 1863 with the Emancipation Proclamation. This bold move by President Lincoln declared slaves in Confederate areas free, transforming the nature and the stakes of the conflict. The proclamation also drew freed slaves into the Union Army, shifting the balance in favor of the North. The Emancipation Proclamation not only altered the course of the war, but it also changed the very fabric of American society. With the Union's victories and the effective leadership of Ulysses S. Grant, the end of the war was in sight. The relentless push by Grant's forces led to the inevitable surrender of Confederate General Robert E. Lee at Appomattox Courthouse in 1865. This marked the conclusion of a bitter and brutal war that had torn the country apart. But the nation's trials were far from over. Just days after Lee's surrender, the country was rocked by the assassination of President Abraham Lincoln, a leader whose resilience and resolve had steered the nation through its darkest hours. In the wake of the war, the United States embarked on a challenging period known as Reconstruction. This era was marked by attempts to rebuild the shattered nation and integrate freed slaves into society. The path to healing was long and fraught with difficulties. The Civil War, a pivotal moment in American history, ended in 1865, but its legacy continues to shape the United States today. The Civil War, a testament to the strength and resilience of a nation, remains one of the most studied and debated periods in American history. From the House divided, through the bloody battles to the Emancipation Proclamation and the long road to Reconstruction, we've explored the key points that define this era. The American Civil War, a conflict that forever changed the course of a nation. We hope you enjoyed this brief exploration into this pivotal moment in history. Until next time, stay curious.